Late afternoon in April of 2003, my husband and I sat in an examining room at Moffitt Cancer Center getting ready for my mastectomy the next morning. The doctor came in, not to surprise us because we already pretty much knew that I was pregnant. The doctor basically, I think, as I remember, looked at my husband and said, "You can have a wife or you can have a baby." And I think my husband was just so shocked. He didn't know what to say, but I know that he said, "Well, we have a 9 and a 10-year-old out there, and they need their mama." So that doctor looked at my husband, and he said, "Well, I'm going to find somebody to abort that fetus in the morning when we do the mastectomy." When he walked out, I pretty much grabbed my husband's hand and I said, "Let's pray." And our basic prayer was, "God, if you want this baby to be born, let them not find a doctor for in the morning." The doctor came back in and he said, "Man, we cannot find anybody to come abort that baby." And my husband looked at him and he said, my wife is a woman of faith, and we're not going to abort this baby." Well, on November the 17th, 2003, we had a precious baby boy. He's 10 now. He's healthy. He's feisty. And he plays a lot of baseball. He looks up to his big brother. Oh my God, he loves his big brother. He fishes, and he loves math. Well, he doesn't really like math, but he's good at math. But I can honestly say that I believe if we had aborted him, I don't think I'd be standing here today. Amen. He gave our family hope. He gave us faith. He gave us fun. You know, he gave us somebody that was joyful, something joyful in a dreadful, devastating time. He's still giving us joy. He's funny. He dances. He's funny. He loves Charlie and Josh, and he really looks up to his daddy too. His papa. We call him Papa. But my struggle went on, and I started chemo again. And I started chemo again after we had Campbell. I did have chemo when we had him in the second trimester. I started, but I had a lot of difficulties. Brain radiation, whole brain radiation, which is horrific, horrible. I'm still being treated by the Cancer Care Center with Dr. Craig Battalato, who I think is an amazing man, a great doctor. He encourages me every time I come in. I wouldn't want to keep going. Sometimes I say, "I'm quitting, I'm tired," and he says, "You can't. You got to keep going, Mary Paul. You got to keep going." And when I was diagnosed, I had a pretty good job, and my husband is self-employed. He does great marble work and stone work and masonry, and if any of y'all need any of that, he's really good. I will say he is amazing. He's wonderful. But he had to step in and do more, and there were times when not only did we need